Everyone, welcome to English 1301. My name is Professor Heaton, and for this intro video, my plan is to show you how Canvas is organized for this course, what you can expect, and really just how class will be conducted overall. So as I said, my name is Professor Heaton. You can refer to me as Heaton, that's fine. My office is in WTLO 429A. Now the hours that you're going to see for office hours are going to be dependent upon when you are taking this course. So make sure that you're paying attention to when those office hours are on your syllabus specifically and not the ones that you're seeing in this video. You can always come by during office hours to talk about an essay, any other assignment, anything else that's going on, and I will happily help you. Okay? Now, as we get going throughout the course, you're going to see other shortcuts get populated along this left side over here in Canvas, but also in the course homepage, which is what we're on right now, you're going to see all sorts of different shortcuts. You'll have the syllabus, which is going to tell you what we're reading, what the assignments are. You got a button that you can email me very quickly. Announcements that I'll be posting that should be emailed to you as well. Grades. MLA help. This is just some videos and other websites that are going to help you with any question you might have about MLA. We're obviously going to go over these things in class as well, but if you feel stuck and need an extra resource, that's there. Throughout the course, I'll be sending you different videos about how to write certain things or just assistance that you might need with a particular assignment, whether that's introductions or embedded quotes, whatever it may be. And I've kind of pooled all of those together right here in this link for class videos. Throughout the course, I'll have different PowerPoints in class, different documents like graphic organizers to help you out. Anything that we use in class, I'm pretty much going to dump it right here into this file. So if you want to use something that we have in class, I'm going to make it available for everyone. So just make sure that if you want those resources that I'm showing you in class, click on that right there. So the library and databases is going to help us when we start researching different things for essays. I'll show you how to go over all of those in class as well. There's a quick link for you there. They Say, I Say is kind of like the textbook, more or less, that we'll be using. It's a really thin book. I'm going to make it available to you digitally, obviously, and there's a link for that as well. And weekly modules, this is really how we're going to conduct class just every single week. You'll click on weekly modules, figure out the week that we're on, and that's going to give you your text that you're reading, the assignment, an introduction, everything that you're going to need for that upcoming week. Okay? All right, so let's knock out the boring stuff first. I'm going to click on syllabus. Here we are. So for the course description, the primary thing that we're trying to do in English 1301 is we want to develop sophisticated ideas and communicate them effectively. This whole course is about teaching you how to communicate your ideas well, and that's what good writing is all about. So we're going to do this by exploring all sorts of different texts, and I put that in quotes because text is a word that we're going to use very loosely. We'll explore different things like films, podcasts, comics, whatever it may be. There's all sorts of different things that we'll be analyzing, trying to figure out what the claims are that they're making, and then interpreting those claims, figuring out what we think about those ideas, and then communicating them well. Okay? So keep that in mind. For our course objectives and learning outcomes, basically you're going to be able to demonstrate how to write yourself and also with others. You're going to develop ideas with appropriate attribution, which just means that if you're using someone else's ideas or someone else's words, that you're going to cite them appropriately. You're going to write in a style that is appropriate for the audience, which is generally going to be your peers as well as me. You're going to read, reflect, and respond critically to a whole variety of different types of text. And then obviously you'll use edited American English and academic essays. So there's no required textbook for this course. I'm going to make everything available to you digitally. If you want to pick up a copy of They Say, I Say, that's perfectly fine, but just know that I'll make it available to you digitally as well. Everything will be a clickable link that you'll be able to access through not just the shortcuts on the home page, but also through the weekly modules. Okay, for grades, I try to make my grading system as simple as possible. It's going to be total on a 100-point system. So every point that you earn in this class is going to directly correspond to your overall average. So 1 point equals 1 percentage that's going to work toward your overall goal, whether that's an A or a B, whatever it may be. Okay? So all quizzes, assignments, and major essays must be completed by their due dates. And please note, this is something I want to tell you, if you are getting full credit for a daily assignment, which are discussion boards, that means that I think you're doing really well, right? So generally, if I'm leaving comments about how to improve your writing or improve your grade, if I've left nothing for you, that means you're doing really well. If you're still looking for some additional help and how to do those things, please feel free to reach out and I can give you some more assistance there. Okay, so here's how the grades are going to work. They're going to be 9 daily grades, and these are all discussion board posts. And we're going to be working on these in class as well. What I really like to do is get the ball rolling in class, let you finish it at home. So you're not feeling so overwhelmed when you just sit down in front of your computer and you forgot everything we talked about in class. So hopefully that'll help out. We're going to have 9 of those, and those are going to be worth 5 points apiece. So that's 45 percentage points, except that I'm going to drop the lowest grade that you have. So if you totally just bomb an assignment, don't stress, I'm going to drop it. You'll be fine. So with 9 of those and dropping 1, ultimately that's going to be worth 40% of your overall grade. And then we'll have 3 essays that are going to be worth 20 points apiece. Sound Gouda? Gouda cheese? All right, absence policies. So students are required to attend class to keep up with the course assignments, obviously. So since attendance and participation are essential to your success, and they are, especially if you show up to class, I'm going to be like feeding you the answers. So just eat them up and write them down. The following guidelines apply. Students who miss 15% of their class meetings and do not keep up with course assignments may be dropped at the discretion of their instructors. So if you wind up missing a lot of class, something that's going to happen through the way TCC does attendance, you're going to get an email that's automated from WebAdvisor. They're going to say, hey students, you're in danger of being dropped from the course because you're getting close to that 15% threshold. Just relax. I did not send that email. It's not like I'm just like, I'm going to drop Bill. It's going to be so great. I'm not thinking like that. So if I'm noticing that you're missing a lot of class, I'm probably going to contact you and say, Bill, where you been? What's going on? Do you need some help? So just be in contact with me. The only thing that's going to put you in danger of being dropped from the course is if you're not completing any of your assignments, you're not showing up to class, and you're just ghosting me hard. If that's happening, then you might be in danger of being dropped. Okay? So here's some important dates if you're watching this video and you're thinking, oh my gosh, this Heaton guy, he's terrifying. I can't handle this. He's such an awful monster. I hope you don't think that. These are different days you can think about for dropping the course, or if other things come up. The world's a little bit crazy right now. So if there's different things going on with your job or health or family, whatever it may be, just keep those dates in mind. Disability support services. If you need any type of accommodations in class, please make sure that you're going through the Student Accessibility Resources or the SAR office. You can get paperwork there. Let me see it, and I'll be happy to give you any type of accommodations that you need. So other important information, this has to do with Title IX and sexual misconduct. You can read that at your own perusal. Okay, so here's the syllabus. I'm going to go over this in class as well, so keep that in mind. So the syllabus change policy, I can change the syllabus because I can, right? Sometimes we start moving in a particular direction and it's not working, and that's just how it is. All right, so the way I like dividing my Comp 1 class is in 3 units. So the first unit is analysis. Essentially, we're going to be analyzing texts, which means that we're going to critically look at them and try to interpret their meanings. That's what we're going to do. That's the first unit. So we're figuring out what's the argument that the author is making and what's the meaning behind it. That's what's going on in the analysis. In Unit 2, we'll be making evaluations. So this is essentially judgments that we'll make about the text. Do we think that the author is making a good argument? What's missing about their argument? How could they improve their arguments? Or even if it's beyond that, if it's a film, is it a good film? Is it a bad film? Is it an enjoyable film? A boring film? Why or why not? And then lastly, we'll focus on creation. So this is where essentially you're going to be focusing on developing your own ideas for a particular essay and other assignments. Okay? So let me show you how everything's going to work here. So you see that in the syllabus, we have 3 different columns. We've got date, text, and assignments. So for the date, what I want you to focus on is that this is the date for the week, right? Now, depending on when you're taking this class, some of you might be on Monday, Wednesday, some of you might be on Tuesday, Thursday, or you might be taking one of those weird classes that meets at different times. It just depends on when you're taking the class. What I want you to realize is that these weeks and the dates, they're running from Monday to Sunday. Okay? With the exception of like Labor Day. I can't remember when that is. Maybe that's week 3. I got it written somewhere. I don't know. Okay, so keep that in mind. These dates are the weeks running from Monday to Sunday. All right? Now, why that's important is because you need to figure out in that week, what is the first day you meet for class? So if you're meeting on that particular Monday, August 23rd, what you need to have done before you get to class is have read the assignments in the text. Okay? Now for week 1, it's a little bit don't stress about week 1. This is a video that I'm going to show in class that we're going to talk about. So don't stress about it. You'll be fine. Okay? That's what you need to accomplish. Or let's say that for week 2, August 30th, and let's say that you're a Tuesday-Thursday class, which would meet on August 31st, which you need to have read before you show up to class on that Tuesday. You need to have read They Say, I Say, Chapter 1, which is called They Say, and you need to listen to the revisionist history podcast, The Big Man Can't Shoot. So the texts need to be completed before the week's first meeting. Okay? And then what's going to happen is on the second meeting, we'll talk a little bit more about the text. We'll start working toward the assignment, and then I'll just let you go for the weekend. And you have the rest of the weekend to turn in the assignment. So all the assignments that you're going to see right here, whether it's discussion board 1, introductions, or for week 2, discussion board 2, all those things that are going to be in the assignments page, they're going to be due on the last day of the unit at 11:59 p.m. Okay? So everything will always be due on Sunday at 11:59 p.m. Okay? So even if the week is crazy and you can't get things turned in right away, just know that everything will be due on Sunday at 11:59 p.m. Unless for some reason we've got to make some changes to what we're doing for the grades. So just keep all that in mind. Okay? And I'll be talking over this in more detail throughout the week. Okay, so last thing I want to show you is just how the modules will work. Like I said, this is pretty much where you're always going to go. You'll see that these start populating more and more throughout the week, or throughout the course rather. So right now you can only see week 1, which is totally fine. And once again, I just want to reiterate, please make sure that you're paying attention to the dates that are in your syllabus, not the ones that you're seeing in the video, because you might have a completely different term, whatever it may be. Pay attention to the dates in your syllabus. Okay? But once you click on modules, you'll see what's going on here. There's like an intro. I'm going to give you a little bit of information. I'll give you a video if it's the beginning of the module. You've got the text, They Say, I Say chapter, the discussion board, whatever the assignment will be. That'll always be on the module page. And I've always got resources down here as well. The Academic Learning Center, this is housed in the library. These are wonderful professionals that can help you with any assignment that you have, especially as it pertains to writing. If you're really struggling with thesis statements or embedded quotes or even grammar, the Academic Learning Center is really going to help you there. So please make sure to make use of that resource. I have several students that always go to the Academic Learning Center before they even submit an essay for any class, because they really do improve your essays and improve your grade. Different helpful links, whether that's videos or grammar, whatever it may be. And once again, documents and files, which is also a shortcut for on the home page. But essentially, this video is for my type-A students that are like, oh my gosh, I need to know what's going on in class before we start. I get that. Totally understand. A lot of this you're going to hear repeated when we meet for our first class session, but that's essentially what is going on. So I'm excited to meet all of you. I'm very thrilled that I will be seeing you in person. I made this video during COVID, so depending on when you're watching it, we'll see how everything goes. But I look forward to a great term, and have an awesome week.